Hello everyone, welcome back. Here we are again. Another song, this time by my brother, but in the style of what makes this song great. So we'll do the song first and then we'll do a breakdown at the end for those who are interested. My brother is still in hospital, peeps, so you need to keep sending those positive vibes and get well soon, Andy. And this is a track called Elegy, written by him in about 87, I think it was. And I'm going to do a breakdown afterwards. Not have a breakdown, I'm going to do a breakdown of the song. Thank you. I can see it all now, playing games while the world starves. So many questions, always hit the one on the floor. It's always so easy to ask when there is no answer. It's always the way. No sense in fighting against power. Please, Mr. Power Man, don't turn your back just now. Some more time is what they're needing. Please, Mr. Moneyman, don't take your final bow. Some more time is what I'm pleading. Don't tell tales of wasted time like some politician preacher. 7 deaths in FLA and 1 civilian teacher. Judgment is easy, having courage somewhat harder. I say go on, but the struggle just gets harder. Mr. Power Man, don't turn your back just now. Some more time is what they're needing. Please, Mr. Moneyman, don't take your final bow. Some more time is what I'm pleading. Take the rocket money and spend it on a missile. Your army green gets wider. I can see it all now, playing games while the world starves. So many questions, always hit the one on the floor. It's always so easy to ask when there is no answer. It's always the way. No sense in fighting against power. There we go. That is Elegy by my brother Andy. And we're going to do a breakdown here now of the melodic doofries and whatchamacallits. And just to kind of clarify a couple of things, when me and my brother started to learn to play guitar, we were untutored. We taught ourselves, and we didn't have any musical training or knowledge or anything like that. But what we have is an ear for harmonic progressions and melody and things like that. And this is a case in point. We've got the verses, which are E minor, B minor, D and A. which for anyone who knows their modes understands that it's E minor Dorian, where you go from the E minor, which is the 1 chord, to the B minor, which is the 5th, and then we go to the D, which is the 7th, and then resolving back on the 4 chord, which is beautiful anyway. But when you listen to that third line of the verses, when I first heard Andy record this way back in 86 or 87, initially I was thinking, oh, this is quite nice. Da 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 da, and then he sings, "It's always so easy." I mean, what? It's always so easy. And I never know where to put the E and the Z, the Z in that. It's always so easy. Or is it? It's always so easy. No. It's always so easy. I mean, just stretching that. It's called melisma. If you know your business. Sam Cooke used to do it all the time. And you'll know from earlier videos how much I love Sam Cooke. He always did it. But that, to me, it's gut-wrenching. Going to that B minor and going, na na na. Where is that? It's always so easy. I mean, the good thing about it is it happens just once in each verse. So it's not like a hook. You're not going to get sick of hearing it, even though I've just sang it over and over again. But within that verse, just lifting that third line. It's always so easy. Blew me away. And if that wasn't, if that wasn't enough of a genius at work, we then have this situation now. When Andy told me what the chords were for the song, in my head it wasn't working. There was something not quite right, because he has this this little musical bridge which goes from the end of the verse back into the end of the chorus back into the verse. And it is a tone apart. So, but it ends on the E. It ends on the first chord of the verse. So I knew we had to end it. The last of the 3 chords, the last one had to be E minor, which obviously meant a tone, 2 tones down, is where it had to start, which is the C. So I knew it had to be there, and therefore the chorus had to be in F to enable that to happen. So Andy, I apologise if these chords don't sound right, but they sound right to me, even if they're actually wrong, or not the same as your original. But anyway, let's talk about the chorus. We've got an E minor Dorian in the verse, as we know. It then modulates to F major in a beautiful way, because as my ear hears it, he goes, he replays the 4 chords in the verse, the E minor, B minor, D. But in my head, it sounded that it had to go from that D and do this. Oh, hang on, what did it do? Yeah, it had to do that. D, F, E. It had to go to the F to make sense for it to go back into the verse later on. But anyway, so to my mind, it modulates to the F major, and it does that through this D major, which is a beautiful move anyway. But when we hit the F major, we then go through this beautiful set of chords where we start on the one chord, we then go to the 3, A minor, we then go to the D minor, which is the 6th, and then the B flat, which is the 4, then the G minor, which is the 2nd, and then it goes back to the F and then to the C. So if you look at the chords in the key of F major, you will see it's got every one apart from that E diminished. It goes from F to the A minor, to the D minor, to the B flat, to the G minor, back to the F and then to the C. So all of them, apart from the E diminished, are in the chorus, which is beautiful in the fact he goes from that D to the F. Please, Mr. Powerman, don't turn your back just now. Some more time is what they're needing. Lovely. Please, Mr. Moneyman, don't take your final bow. Some more time is what I'm pleading. And then this little bridge thing. And the first time after the first chorus, he just then takes that E minor and goes back into the verse. And I'm just going to do that bit again. And judgment is easy, having courage somewhat harder. I mean, gorgeous, isn't it? But on the set out of the second chorus, you got that middle eight. Take the rocket money, spend it on this side. And just to be clear, because when I first heard this song, I didn't know what he was talking about because I wasn't up on current affairs. Obviously, current affairs now is not what this song about. This song was current when it was written, obviously, and that second verse and middle eight concerns that when the Challenger spacecraft blew up on takeoff, and the fact that there was it was, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but it was certainly mentioned at the time that NASA's budget had been kind of diminished by defense spending. So, you know, because NASA didn't have all the money that they wanted, and maybe their safety procedures weren't as good as they had been previously. And apparently it was some O-rings or something that now we find out that there was some O-rings on a piece of the engine that fail a certain temperature, and despite engineers saying don't take off at that time of day because the O-rings won't be at the right temperature, they did it anyway, and obviously tragically they were killed. So that's kind of a part of the song, which is, you know, great in my book anyway, because, you know, well, maybe you don't actually. I'm a big, yeah, you do. Of course you do. I'm a big favour of political songs, and these people who say musicians shouldn't have an opinion on politics. Shut your face. Everyone should have an opinion on politics. And if it's in a song, people might actually listen to it rather than just go, no thanks. But anyway, that was what makes this song great. Elegy is the song. Andy, my brother, is the one who wrote it, who, as I've said all week, is not well, in hospital, and we're sending him vibes to get better soon. And hopefully hearing the positive things I'm saying about this song will give him a bit of strength when, you know, he might need it. Anyway, that was this week's episode of 54-year-old geezer does something to keep himself entertained and hopefully others. And yeah, that was Elegy by Andy Neilson, my brother. And who knows what will be next week. I might do another one of these. I might do one of mine again. See what happens. But don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't, you're not going to know what's going on, are you? Come on. Subscribe and like. Put a comment. And yeah, that's me signing off. Take care of each other, but chiefly yourself.